My book, Maps of Meaning, it's a very difficult book. There's a variety of reasons for that, because what I was trying to understand the role that belief systems played in regulating people's emotions. It's a big topic, and that took me deep into religious ideas, because the most fundamental ideas that people have are religious, whether they know it or not, because an idea is religious because it's fundamental. And I didn't really understand that till I got deep into a psychological analysis of belief. But I would very much recommend Maps of Meaning, or at least the lectures that are associated with it, for people who are really interested in sorting this out, because it's an analysis of the deepest structures of our society. And it's in that analysis that I came to realize, well, let me give you an example. Here's one example. So in Christianity, the ultimate ideal in Christianity is the logos, right? And logos is embodied in the figure of Christ. Strip this of the ideas that you normally bring to bear on a discussion about religious issues. Christ is the Western world's formulation of the ideal man. Now, you can debate about whether that exists, but only insofar as you would ever debate whether an ideal exists. Well, an ideal exists and it doesn't exist. So the ideal of the ideal man exists. And you might say, well, it's up to men and to manifest that ideal in their life. That's their highest calling. So what are the central elements of that ideal? Well, the central element of the logos ideal is truthful speech. So one Christian presupposition, for example, is that the logos existed at the beginning of time. That was the word of God. Okay, and it was the logos that extracted out the order that we live in from chaos. And that's a profound idea. So the idea is that carefully articulated, truthful speech transforms chaos into habitable order. Well, that's the fundamental idea that's expressed at the beginning of Genesis. And then the idea that develops out of that over the course of Western civilization is that the highest calling of every individual is to utter their articulated truth in a manner that keeps chaos and order properly balanced. Now, and there's one more corollary to that, which is a wonderful corollary. You can make a strong case that the domains of chaos and order are the most fundamental domains that human beings inhabit. It's kind of like explored territory and unexplored territory. So explored territory would be order and unexplored territory would be chaos. Now, if you're just in explored territory, well, then you already know everything and you're bored. And if you're way the hell out there, drop naked into the jungle in explored territory, or unexplored territory, then you're terrified. Okay, so you don't want to be bored and you don't want to be terrified. You don't want to be stultified and you don't want to be paralyzed. You want to be in the middle. Okay, you can tell when you're in the middle. And you can tell when you're in the middle because your being is imbued by an intrinsic sense of meaning. And meaning is the biological instinct that tells you that you're properly situated on the line between explored and unexplored territory. And that's a good place to be because you have one foot in order, and so you're stable. And you have one foot in chaos, so you're exploring. And so you get the benefits of being orderly and stable with the benefits of continually updating your knowledge and your order. And you do that through clearly articulated speech. Now, this is a killer idea. Like, seriously, it's a killer idea, especially the idea that, you know, you're evolved. And I believe that explored and unexplored territory are the fundamental domains of existence. That's what you're evolved for. And your sense of meaning is the thing that orients you to proper position within those meta domains. Man, I tell you, it's a killer idea.